Shelley Capito with us right now, the West Virginia Republican senator, sits on the Senate Appropriations Committee. Senator, a lot to hear today, and I don't want to get in the weeds. Suffice it to say, and I think you mentioned this last time we chatted as well, Senator, the economy is improving. We don't need to go nuts on another stimulus package because it is improving. And we've seen steady evidence of that, which is ironically hitting stocks for just that reason, that all of a sudden rates are backing up on that improving economy. So are they still going gangbusters on getting this $1.9 trillion stimulus through, hook or crook, no matter what the markets are saying?
It certainly seems like they're going gangbusters on the $1.9 trillion. As you might recall, I was with the group of Republicans that put a counterproposal out that focused in on the things you were just talking about: vaccines, testing, schools, unemployment, people who still are still really suffering. And we want to make sure that's where we target. But they've loaded another $1 trillion onto this, whether it's a bridge in California or it's pension relief or it's minimum wage raise, all these things that are extraneous to COVID. And I think you're going to see some results from this. The economy is improving. Is it where we need it to be? No, there's still a lot of people hurting, so let's focus on them. But I don't think there's
anything. When you say, Senator, focus on them, I'm sorry, Senator, when you say focus on them, your plan, along with the Mitt Romneys and some of these others, was about a $618 billion plan, about a third of the cost of the Democratic plan. So as things stand now, if they're only offering that, it sounds like you would be a no vote.
Oh, I'm definitely a no vote. I can't support putting this future $1 trillion that's some of it's not even going to be spent till 2028. If you look at the education money, I mean, 2/3 of the money that we appropriated over the last 5 bipartisan COVID bills still hasn't gone out. So we're going to load another over $100 billion into our schools, that a lot of them not even open. I don't think that makes good sense. We're giving money to states that some of the states, 21 states, have actually done better over the last year in terms of tax collections and in terms of economic viability. So we're basically rewarding the states that haven't, and I think there again, not much accountability, not to satisfy me. And then there's other green energy things and sort of their usual wish list that they've thrown into this. And unfortunately, I think that we could have reached a good spot between $600 and $800 billion, where we would focus in on the health and well-being of those people still hurting, and everybody in general, in terms of vaccine distribution and testing and all of the things connected directly to the virus.
Senator, one last question. I know we're waiting to hear from the Senate parliamentarian on whether you can include a hike in the minimum wage. Let's say she says no, you can't, and that seems to be the case. I'm not sure. You're far more on top of this than I am. I can imagine the Democrats will challenge that. I mean, could this get to be a nasty back and forth over whether you can or can't include a wage hike in a reconciliation bill?
Well, it's a technical question that the parliamentarian is going to answer here whenever. I mean, any minute now. I think it is expected to drop out. The vice president, when we were talking with him, the president, when we were talking with him, expects it to drop out. We need to have a broader discussion on minimum wage. I think it's time to relook at it. We haven't looked at it since 2007, where I voted for it then. But do I think it's going to get down to the point where you bring Vice President Harris in to break a tie and you raise the minimum wage and you go against the parliamentarian? I don't think we're going to get to that point, but you never know around here.
Do you see any of your Republican colleagues voting for this?
At this point, no, I don't. I have my little whip card here because I'm on the whip team, and I haven't run anybody who is voting for it, and it's because it's got so much pork loaded into it, and because it's not bipartisan. It really, I think, has been a mistake by the new leadership at the White House and also in the House and Senate to try to take something that we've all agreed on and politicize it. And that's what we're seeing here. But, good things are going to happen in here, certainly, that we would have supported. But there's a lot in here that I cannot, and many of my colleagues will not support.
Senator Capito, thank you very much. Good catching up with you.
Yeah, thank you.